Dan Wardell, VP of Revenue. That means he's in charge of the money. Yeah, I love that. Hey, now here's the whole thing. Vidyard. Joe's been in movies, but you're all now in movies because it's time you create video content for your customers. How many of you are using video content in your prospecting and sales processes? How many of you are using video content that it's you? Oh, Dan, you got to convince some people here as to why we need to welcome Dan Wardell, VP Revenue Management at Vidyard.
Thanks
so
yours. Much. All right, well, that was a shocking lack of hands, even though at the booth a lot of you said that you do use video. So we'll go through some examples today, because what I really want to get across is, although it's uncomfortable, we do need our sellers to become their own brand. We need them to become content creators, whether that's LinkedIn posts, Twitter. Saw Gerhard just post something on Twitter. It's like we need to be content creators, even if you are uncomfortable, because some of your reps you may not trust. Who knows what they're going to be sending. But we'll talk through some examples today of how to make it simple, how to get them going in the right direction, and how to give them examples so that they know what to do, because that's the biggest fear people have when they get into this. So to kick off with some social proof first, Mary here at Forrester, she actually is at Outreach now, doing the same thing. She's their research person. Last year did the Forrester Wave report that was all around what is going to be the trend kind of coming out of the pandemic. And the biggest thing she called out here in the invest category is that asynchronous video is going to be this new thing in your salespeople's arsenal that will allow them to be successful. If we think back 5 years, this slide would say LinkedIn messages and social messages were going to be that new arrow in the quiver. But now, what's the new thing? We have to constantly evolve what media we're using to get a hold of our prospects. My team was asking me today how many times I've been prospected this week. And I'm like, well, it's Monday at 10, but 3 times. And I'm like, no calls yet, though. I might get a call while I'm on stage. I made sure to mute it. We all get hammered with this stuff. And so we need to use unique ways to get a hold of our prospects, because you don't know the person you're reaching out to. They may not like LinkedIn. They may not respond to emails, because the other person who speaks a lot for Vidyard, Tyler Lessard, he's famous for having more emails in his inbox than any human being should ever have. I think he's up to 34,000 and change unread emails in his inbox. When I send him emails, sometimes he doesn't reply because he doesn't see them. There's too much, right? And so how do you get a hold of people? You need to have this multi-channel, multimedia perspective to get a hold of them.